supercars and obviously drag racers trounce Formula 1 cars, but that's not what they're made for. Alright, we're off here with qualifying, everybody. This is going to be an interesting one. Who do we have out first? Out first we have Cobb, who's going to be on his flying lap here. Hopefully everyone knows to build up their distance between everyone else. Yeah, building up your distance is important, guys. Building up that distance is going to be very important here. So you can get a nice clean run in. Get out here on the track. Oh, we have Brunch taking a detour. Choosing to join back on the track instead of going directly back to the pits. Oh. Alright. Let's go actually on board with Cobb. One of a very fast driver in these GT3 cars, so let's go with him as he's about to start his lap, taking quite a bit of curb there. Alright, and cross the line. Zandvoort, very hilly, as has been said before, with a lot of these banked ones. So let's see how Cobb takes it. Here's the... Oh, that is unfortunate. Hopefully he doesn't get in anyone's way. Oh, he is stopped in the middle of the track. Looks like there's just enough space. Let's move over to Edu. Very, very clean from Getu, who should have known in front of him on this hot lap. Very nice lines. Gonna set a excellent pace here, although probably slowed down by Cobb's accident, but should set an excellent pace here in the first lap. These GT3 cars, guys, they're easy to crash, I'll tell you that. I will tell you that much for nothing. Let's see what time we can get around the 140s. 140.6 from Getu. Brunch taking over 142.0. 141.3. 141.4 from RPM. Asby with a 139.6. A blistering pace from Asby. Where did that come out of? And another hot lap from Asby. A Lithium Fox in front of him. Dealing with traffic is something everyone has to do, guys, in qualifying run. It takes entire teams of strategy makers to work it out. So yeah, don't be surprised when you get caught behind a car because you didn't plan out your because you didn't plan it out well enough. Asby looking for a line that he can be fast but get past Fox. Oh, we have Frosty Frog off of the track here. And Asby's gonna retreat from that lap. Warm up his tires. guys, tire temperature as well, unlike the last, well, it's important in any race, but especially with these GT3 cars, the first few laps are going to be on cold tires, and getting heat into those tires is going to be extremely important. As you can see, Asby keeping up the heat in his tires. It looks like he's going to go for a hot lap here. Let's stay on board with Asby as he goes for a hot lap. And he is crossing the line here. Trying to go as fast as possible. Let's see if we can fix this timer. It will not fix. Okay. 4 minutes left in qualifying. Can anyone challenge Asby's time? Getu in third, actually, with Lithium Fox the second fastest time. That is an upset. Very interesting. Lithium Fox. Fast. Fast. Funny, as we did have to back off his lap because he was behind Lithium Fox. So interesting that Lithium Fox has the second fastest time. Super clean from Asby. Oh, contact up ahead between Fox and RPM. Across the line. Oh, beats his time again, going even faster. Brunch has jumped up to second now. This is, oh, well, Brunch, no longer in second. Oh, well, he is still in second, but, no longer on the track. Just 2 minutes remaining here in qualifying. Let's see if anyone can shake up those times. I'm actually very interested to see if Getu can put in a decent time. He does want to challenge Asby again, but with times like this, Asby is in the lead, especially ahead of Getu himself. Looping water. Okay, that is... Looks like Getu will not get another lap in. I'm unsure of what Looping was doing there. It looks like... Yeah, Getu is just gonna wait out the time. Unfortunate, but it happens. Oh. RPM here going for his last hot lap. Made a mistake in corner 1. Let's see if he can make up for it and gain a position. Looping once again ahead of him. Moves out the way this time. Oh, a bit quite wide there in those S's. Not something you want to see if you want to be moving up into 4th or higher. The top 4 are excellent racers, so to be able to get into that top 4 is going to be a challenge. That is for sure. And cannot improve from those 2 small mistakes. Okay. Our lineup will be... Oh, Lithium managed to put in a 2nd place time. So it'll be Asby, Lithium, Brunch, Getu, RPM, Cobb, Battleman, Cow, B-Top, Loop, and Frosty. Interesting. Interesting. We have a shake-up already. I was expecting Getu to be closer to the front. Still well within reach of 1st position. But I really hope to see a nice battle at the front here. Asby, though, almost 4/10 ahead of Lithium is... It's a lot more than 4/10 was in the last race, guys. I'll tell you that. This 4/10 here is quite a bit. So Asby gonna look to secure that win. 40 seconds here to go until we start. Okay, let's who do we want to look at? We'll go in 4th position for the start here until a lap is complete and we can go to our spectator mode. Okay. Everyone is on track. 40 seconds to go and we will be at race start. I feel like pressure is on here more so than the last race, as people like their GT3 cars. We have a bigger grid here now, and competition is going to be raring to go. 10 seconds. 10 seconds to launch. 3, 2, 1. Lights out, and away we go. Oh, a bad start from Lithium Fox there. Oh, wow, we got some jumps there from the back. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting here. Getu making their way up to 3rd. Unless, no, inside line is taken right now. Asby and Getu fighting, although not fighting in the positions either of them would want to be fighting in. RPM in 2nd now. Jordan in 1st. I got an absolute blistering start, did Brunch. It's going board as he takes his place at the front. very interesting to see how everyone is doing. Let's get back with Gedu, with Asby ahead, and Cobb, and then Brunch. Brunt is not pulling away, so I hope to see some fighting here. Asby looking for the move on Cobb. Nope, pulling back into... Oh, Asby. Oh, and that is... might have to talk with the stewards about that one later for Asby, because that did not look good on my screen. I guess Asby didn't like coming in second place the last time around. Maybe we should award him some form of penalty. Well, we'll have to also see it from his view, because that could have been very far off. But Cobb is not going to be liking that one. I'm not sure who it was. It was Lithium Fox. Dropped back so much in the start. That is very unfortunate. He did so well in qualifying. Now trying to make up time. But the interesting part here is these top three now. That was previously the top four until Divine Asby intervention. Alright, Asby is catching Brunch on our start-finish line here. They're all bunching up. This is what we want to see, guys, to make it a good battle this time. RPM is actually catching the... Oh! Brunch with a massive slide out. Asby taking advantage, but Brunch... moving in Asby's way, let's say, and again, giving RPM time to catch up to the bunch. Again, he only started sim racing recently, so he is doing a absolutely fantastic job. This is very close. Asby is really looking for it. Look at them all. I almost said brunched up. All of them bunched up here. RPM eating some more time as you fight away. Again, fights, guys, are dangerous. They slow you down immensely. If you're ahead, you have that pressure from behind. Oh my, RPM with a massive crash. Big spin. Oh, that is... Oh, and being overtaken. There goes Cow. Who, excellent job from Cow. I mean, he said he did not like this track. So, to be in 4th position is absolutely fantastic right now. But, oh, terrible feeling for RPM here as he crashes out. This mightn't be as uncommon as you think, but let's see how we do. We have a second group here in the 6th, 7th, and 8th positions. Asby getting within a 10th now of Brunch, but nothing to be done so far. Let's go back to our other group. Here we have B-Top, Battleman, and Lithium Fox Lithium Fox, again, one of our fast drivers, so he's going to be looking to take both of these if he can. Oh, and we have Battleman going off the edge. Oh, Getu takes Asby. That is unexpected. Asby now in third. Guys, the action is a lot more in this season, I'll tell you that. I don't know what the camera angle is. Brunch now, after Asby and Getu fighting, is able to take a bit of a lead here. Not substantial yet, but maybe soon. Lithium looking for B-Top, looking for that 6th position, looking to regain that 4th he lost from the qualifying. He is... Oh! I don't know if that was a regular spin, but we have absolute chaos going on here with that was something else. B-Top losing more positions. This is these cars, they are serious business, guys. There's a lot of crashing going on here. A lot of action with B-Top spinning out, or I'm not sure if there was contact there. It was on the straight, but he might have just taken too much curve after he washed out and lost control of the car. It's hard to say. It didn't look like there was contact, but there is lag here, guys, on these online races, so we can never be quite sure. Oh, Getu getting very close to Brunch now. They're all within 3/10 of each other. The rest of the field has opened up a bit. So we will check back in if anyone seems to be getting a bit closer to anyone else. But right now the action is all here, guys. Getu taking the inside line. Coming up to our first corner. The door Brunch is closing the door as much as possible, but then he goes wide, leaving Getu with the faster. Oh, trying to push him out a bit. Guys, these guys are aggressive, but that is how you are if you are a driver. And just Getu not able to get past Brunch. Let's see if Getu taking a bit of a position back. Asby is just waiting, guys. He knows there's blood in the water and he just wants to wait for a mistake, or wait for even the possibility to take both of them out at the same time. We're coming up on some blue flags here. This should be interesting. Frosty may just get out of the way, although it might not be possible. Let's see if there's any opportunity for our two winners from last race. Brunch is, he's fast, guys. He is very fast. Oh, we have RPM closing in on Cow. Oh, Cow with the mistakes. Oh, but RPM goes into the back of him. There was no time for him to react. Can he get him on the straight? They seem to be relatively even in speed. Lithium Fox with the fastest lap. Again, guys, our 4th position from qualifying. RPM going with the undercut. Beautifully done as Cow falls back in position. But as I say that, we have Lithium Fox. Oh, and Cow with another mistake. How unfortunate. Not losing an extreme amount of speed. Battleman going into the pits there. May need a bit of a touch-up in the pits. Lithium Fox not gaining on Cow. Interesting after Cow made that mistake that Lithium is not all over his behind, but I guess that's just the way it is. Battle Cow now looking for RPM once again. Let's see if he can take him 3/10 already, even after those mistakes he made, not costing him too much time, fortunately. Oh, a slight mistake from Cow leaves him open to an overtake from Lithium Fox. Lithium Fox just dropping back though. Not going for it quite yet. Oh, making the move on the outside. Can Lithium take on the outside? That would be... Oh, Cow, that was not the nicest. To close, aggressively closing the door there. That is not the best. This is a very narrow track, so Lithium not finding the chance to overtake, letting RPM just kind of get away with it. Asby, after taking Getu up in our top position, or our second position here for the podium places, he's looking for Brunch. I want to get back to Lithium Fox here though, see if he can take Cow. Cow is defending aggressively, to say the least, closing the door at every chance that Fox has to overtake. We still have 16 minutes left here. Oh, going for the inside line. No, not gonna take it. Sees the better of it. Having to brake as Cow is taking the corner quite slow. No, but again, the track is just not wide enough for him to get a line where he can just take it. Oh, Frosty Frog making almost contact with both, slowing Lithium Fox down a bit more. Brunch keeping his lead over Asby for now. Guys, a lot of blind corners in Zandvoort. It is easy to hit someone or be hit. And with the undertake, Lithium Fox take it. Again, he's going to be looking for that fourth position he had during qualifying, but that fight has given RPM a lot of time, guys. It's given him 6 seconds. I wonder how much Lithium Fox can take out of it in the next 15 minutes. Alright, we're going to go move back to our top 3 positions here. Getu wants to take back that second that Asby took from him. But Asby wants to take back that first position that he lost, that pole position, guys, that Asby had at the start. He'll be looking to take it back from Brunch in quick succession, but Brunch not giving him any chance as he is doing some clean driving. Guys, the best cheat code you can use in this position is pressure, as I was just saying, and Asby applies that pressure in the perfect way, allowing him to take it, and Getu allowing him to take that second position. He'll be looking for that pole position now. Oh, that was... I may have cursed that, guys, I don't know what, but guys, pressure is a big thing. Pressure is that cheat code you can use on your opponents, mind controlling them, putting that mind control hat on them, and making them fall back. But Brunch will be back, I'll tell you that. Brunch will be back with a vengeance, guys. These top 3, they're not done yet. They're not done by any stretch of the imagination. I need to take a drink. Seems we have some people parked up on track. Brunch is searching for Getu's behind. The three of them are in a convoy at the moment, just attached to each other. Not wanting... They're wanting to overtake, but not wanting to risk their race for it. As if one of these is left to get ahead, they will not let go. So Brunch has to be careful here if he's going to go for an overtake on Getu, not to just send it. He's putting in fantastic lap times. Everyone. The rest of the field has opened up a bit, but Lithium Fox is hunting down RPM. One mistake from RPM and that will be Lithium Fox back into that 4th position that he earned during qualifying. I am very interested in our post-race interview, which will be happening after the 2nd race. Current standings is Asby in 1st, Getu in 2nd, right on his heel, Brunch in that 3rd podium position. Oh, but looking, oh no! There we go, that's what I was saying before, guys, with the accident. Asby should run away with this now. Brunch was going for the inside line, but Getu went to close the door, and in closing the door, Brunch hit him. I can't blame Brunch for that, but that was not the best thing to happen. Asby now 2 seconds in the lead. And let's see if Brunch should be able to catch Getu. I have confidence in Brunch catching Getu, but let's see if Asby runs away with it. Again, guys, if you are ahead of anyone with decent, you know, you will just really stay ahead. And yeah, staying ahead is good. Although Getu is now back to within that half second of Asby. I'm not sure what's happening there, but I mean, let's get them grouped up again, see what happens. Asby will not make it easy for anyone to overtake him. As I know personally, he will he definitely is a fan of taking the competition seriously, which any racer would be. I'm not blaming any Formula 1 driver. You will notice that the best ones are always the most aggressive. If you want to win, you gotta go for it, you know? Brunch falling back from the top 2 here. Oh, Lithium Fox. It looks like RPM made a mistake. Unless I was just distracted by what happened in those first 2 positions, but Lithium Fox back to that 4th position that he earned in qualifying. Excellent to see. Absolutely fantastic driving from Lithium Fox. His lap time 1:41.1 is not too far off everyone else. I'm not sure what's happening here with my... Oh. Controls. As Getu does have about 3/10 of a second best on last lap from Asby, but again, it's hard to find an overtake without trying to ruin your own race. Again, any clash between Asby and Getu could lead to Brunch taking it. Any of these drivers, they're all excellent drivers, all with the ability to take this race easily. The only thing that's stopping them, any of them, from taking this, those three from taking this race easily, is each other. Lithium Fox also actually taking chunks out of Brunch's time. It's good to see Brunch falling back quite a bit after his contact with Getu. Let's see. The top two here again. Right now, we're just going through the motions as Getu looks for some advantage. He might look to use these blue flags possibly to advantage. Oh, and no, he doesn't make the lunge, just not enough speed. Frosty taking some air there. His people needed him. Again, he is using a joystick, so I'm not going to be overly harsh, as I probably would not be able to do it myself. Especially with the GT3 cars, I would be all over the place. I'd be all over the place, guys, with a wheel. I'd be in last place here if I had a wheel, so I'm not going to blame anyone. Lithium Fox going to overtake the blue flag as Frosty goes off. B-Top, the next up. Getu is definitely looking, but unfortunately for Getu, B-Top gets out of the way in a timely order. 6 minutes left here, guys, in the race. With that Brunch still a gap behind him, but less than we saw before. Will Getu get another chance? Everything seems to have opened up across the grid. So, looks like things have calmed down a bit. I can rest my voice at least a little as we go into the motions, but Getu and Brunch will both want to make a move before the end, I assume, as it looks like none of these competitors really want that second place. And after this, guys, again, it's reverse grid, so we'll be seeing all this action, this chaos, this whatever's going on here from another point of view, which I am certainly excited and dreading. As we... Oh! A mistake from Getu is going to cost him quite a bit of time, but Brunch is in no position to take advantage of that opportunity. But Asby will be more than happy to take advantage without having to do anything, with a 2-second buffer now built between him and Getu. Getu will have to push here if he wants any shot at Asby in the last 4 minutes of this race. Now, Zandvoort is definitely a track with mixed opinions. I mean, the G's that you pull on those, well, you know, in a real race scenario, the G's you pull on those banked corners can be, well, hard to handle, extremely hard to handle for even professionals. And again, a lot of blind corners because of those banks where you can't see. Makes for cautious driving, which maybe isn't the best to look at. I mostly watch Formula One, so I do like Zandvoort. I will say, you know, it's a newer track on the calendar, so you see a lot of these moves that haven't really been perfected. Actually, a lot of Formula One drivers will use F3 to check moves, because those youngsters, they do the craziest stuff on track and will try and pull off some wild moves. I don't know if that was the inspiration for Alonso's overtake on the bank corner in Zandvoort last year, but there certainly have been other cases in Monaco. I remember Sergio Perez using a tactic he's seen in F3 to get a lovely overtake in Monaco, which is, yeah, wild. Wasn't last year now, but it was a couple of years ago. Cutting down that gap is Getu, but I don't know if there's enough time left as we go on board with Asby as he's looking to close out this race. Lithium Fox closing that position to Brunch, but again, time is a factor here, guys. 2 minutes for 8 seconds is not enough. Oh. And we have... I was wondering why Asby made a bit of a mistake there, but it was avoidance driving. But that allows Getu to get within a second and a half. Fantastic driving from all of these drivers. Lithium Fox, honestly, is my driver of the race. Getting put behind and working his way up to that 4th position. I absolutely commend him. Fantastic driving from Lithium Fox. Super impressive. Even if you know, I mean, he's catching Brunch, who was one of our top runners. So I mean, yeah, he could, if not for, you know, the mistake of the start, could have been vying for, could have been a top 4 for that top 1 spot. But looks like we will end it relatively where we are, guys. Go back on board with our race leader. Have a look at his racing lines. Extremely clean. Definitely not trying to cast or curse him here. Would hate to see him going into the wall. That would just be awful. Getu actually almost within a second there. But fortunately our timer will run out before we reach the finish line, so there will not be another lap. We will finish it here. Getu not getting the chance at that 1st position after his collision with Brunch. After a lot of collisions with a lot of people throughout this race. I feel like when they got into, you know, they were all talking about sportsmanship before, but once they got into these GT3s, I feel like that changed. Asby finishes in 1st. Your race winner here, Asby. Getu finishes in 2nd. Brunch in 3rd. Lithium Fox in 4th. RPM coming up here for his 5th position. Fantastic drive again, a new sim racer, so not expected to do well. Did absolutely fantastic. Comes across the line in 5th position. Cobb in 6th position, guys. And Cow will be taking 7th position. Who did? You know what? I will give him credit on a track he hates. Being middle of the pack. Nothing wrong with that. Fantastic driver. Just we have some excellent drivers ahead of him. So again, guys, I can't say much, as comparing them to myself would be yeah, I'd be in 12th position, I'll tell you that. Fantastic race. Guys, keeping this up, these races up for this long, it's intense. Like, even just 30 minutes, you're talking about 20 minutes, like, you're qualifying, then our first 2 races 40 minutes, then we have qualifying here, and you know, you have to get your practice in as well before that, and you have 30 minutes back to back. It's tiring, guys. It is tiring. And we are back in the pits. I'm going to take a bit of a break here to rest my throat, guys, and we'll be back for the next race, reverse grid. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back with our reverse grid. Who will we go on board with? Let's go on board with our previous winner, Asby. And see what absolute chaos happens here in 30 seconds with the start of the race. Yeah, another 30 minutes to go, guys. They do not get a lot of time between these races. Alright, coming up on 10 seconds here. Let's see what Brunch, Gedu, Asby, and Lithium can do. Oh, bad starts from, looks like, Brunch and Lithium. Frosty falling behind straight away. Yeah. Alright. Oh. People are going off the track already. Oh. Oh, crashing while rejoining. Unfortunate, but not much way they could go, but still penalty worthy, that's for sure. Oh, looks like Oh, Asby getting blocked behind and Lithium taking the advantage. Oh, and we have more advantage being taken. Asby is just stuck here. That's going to be frustrating. Oh, and a big crash. Oh, a massive crash. What is happening here? Oh no, we have what, 5 cars out of the race. Luckily, this is digital, or that would have been seriously bad. T-boning is extremely bad. What happened there? Oh my, everyone is just going all over the place. Asby is far behind the rest of the pack where he does not want to be. This is got to be frustrating for our previous race winner here. He has got a lot of time to make up. We will be watching that closely as, yes, he may be behind, but that is good content for us. That's all I'll say about that. We have Getu in first, RPM in second. Excellent job from RPM. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Lithium Fox in third, Cobb in fourth, Asby in fifth, Loopning in sixth, Brunch in seventh, B-Top in eighth, Battleman in ninth, and Frosty in 10th. Finding it very hard to control that car with that joystick. With the GG cars, I can understand that. Let's go on board with Asby. I'm interested. I'm very interested. Although, actually, let's actually check. I want to watch this. I think RPM should be able to take... Lithium Fox should be able to take RPM here for that second place position. But RPM doing a fantastic job keeping a podium position. But Lithium Fox is a very fast driver. And, oh, RPM, I don't know if there was contact there. The camera went a bit off. But either way, he ends up in the dirt and in the wall. Asby up into fourth. He'll be happy to take that. Brunch up into sixth. Looking for RPM. I assume he will be able to take him at some point, as he is a very fast driver. I'm not saying that RPM is slow. I'm just saying that Brunch is very fast. But he is never... Oh no. RPM looks like another crash. There was a 9-second gap there, so it can only be a crash. That is unfortunate, but Brunch will be more than happy to take advantage of that. But the problem is, Brunch now has a 16-second gap from him to Asby as the nearest person, so we'll see how long that takes to get made up. Lithium Fox does look for Getu. Let's see if he can shorten that time. Actually, Cobb doing a very good job of shortening that time between him and Lithium Fox. Interesting. A few gaps opening up here. Loop falling behind B-Top to RPM to Brunch to Asby to Cobb to Lithium to Getu, who is currently... Getu, the main thing he wants is get as much time as possible. Same as last race, guys. Get as much race. Getu is very good at making his way through the field. Apparently that's just a talent he has. Asby seems to get unlucky in that factor, as you know, seems crashes are inevitable. But Asby is gaining on Cobb. Wants to get up into that podium position. Let's see if he can make it. Did Getu make a mistake there? He did make a mistake there. He did make a big mistake on that start-finish line. I didn't get to see it on just the end of it. Seen some dirt kicked up. Lithium on the attack. Asby right up on... Asby takes Cobb. Cobb must have made some small mistake. Asby was not far behind, so it's not surprising. Asby had a lot of exit speed. in that last straight, so I'm not surprising he caught up. A lot of action here, guys. Fox looking 3-second gap between Asby and Fox, but Fox is looking for Gedu, keeping up the pressure. Again, guys, pressure is a cheat code in racing, so you'll just want to use that to your advantage, especially with these GT3 cars, as there's a lot of pressure when there's one of those behind you. See, where can Lithium Fox look for a move on Gedu, though? Gedu likes to make himself be big, so it's hard to overtake. With only 7 minutes gone in the race, I am very interested. RPM overtaking Brunch. What happened here? After all the mistakes that RPM made, he is making up for it in quick succession as he moves up from the 5th position. Excellent job. Brunch falling back. And must have made a big mistake, as he was 18 seconds behind 4th, but now he is a lot more. So a 6-second time. Oh, and he goes sideways on the straight. That is race ruining right there. Oh, that is unfortunate for Brunch. Guys, these races can be very frustrating coming into the pits. P-Top overtaking him. That is extremely unfortunate for Brunch. Such a good racer, such a fast racer, but so many mistakes can happen in this race. Lithium Fox still looking for a move on Gedu, going wide. He's going wide. Looking for some speed on the exit so he can take him. Is he going to go for the inside line? No. Not space on that corner to do it. Looking for the outside of the next corner. Oh, but Gedu is closing the door quick. Gonna switch back maybe? No, does not have quite the maneuverability to make that switchback work. It's hard, guys. It's hard to find a place, but Asby wants to find a place on Lithium Fox as we get another triple Brunch up. But Cobb not far behind. Oh, Frosty facing the wrong way. Generally not the way you want to be facing for a race. But again, all props to him for using a joystick to race. Guys, we are very bunched up here. As we look for some action here. Last race, when we had everyone bunched up this much, there was accidents up here at the front, so let's see if that happens again. Cobb making his way, losing a bit of time, unfortunately, as Fox is just all over the back of Gedu. But again, Gedu makes himself so big that it's hard to find any position in which you can take it. And Asby is definitely looking for the opportunity again. Asby, as he did last race, in 3rd position, looking for something to happen. And he would be all too happy to take that 1st position again if Lithium Fox were to overextend and go a bit too aggressive. Fox throwing a dummy, but does not work. Gedu is unfazed, but he may have thrown himself into a position where he can be overtaken. Not quite, but Asby has the exit speed, but not much position to overtake coming up. And he is just keeping a bit of distance, making sure not to get too much dirty air until he has a chance to really push it. There we have Lupening unfortunately going off, but allowing Brunch to move up into 8th position. Cobb only within 2 seconds now of the top 3. Battleman closing in on B-Top as well, as B-Top is not on the track. Mowing the lawn is B-Top. Battleman will overtake while on the track. I was going to say on the outside line, but that is not the outside line. That is just being on the track. Lithium Fox very close to Getu. Cobb taking advantage of the fighting going on. Again, pressure makes you slow. If you need any proof, look at the highest levels of racing, guys. Formula 1, they will always be slower when they are fighting. Lithium Fox extremely close going, throwing a dummy again. That same position. Let's see if he goes out wide here again. No, he doesn't make the same mistake. Asby does not have the opportunity to take him. Getu making a mistake. Lithium Fox on the outside. Has the inside line for the next corner. Will he take first position? He will take first position. Fantastic driving. Will he keep it? He gets the line and he keeps it. Getu making a mistake on the outside. Asby looking for the inside line. He gets it. Getu is off. He is spinning the wrong way. Cobb is up into 3rd. Oh no, this is a massive mistake from Getu. How close will RPM be? RPM is quite a bit far behind, so Getu has no worry from behind him, but he does have the knowledge that he messed that up. Asby is more than happy to take advantage of the chaos. Into 2nd position goes Asby, looking for that first position, looking to take on Lithium. Cobb is more than happy. He is in the podium positions and he has a 8-second gap, 9-second gap now to Getu, but Getu is quick. So Cobb better be watching his behind for the next 16 minutes, guys. Oh, that was that was something else. I will say that. Lithium ecstatic to be in first position. I told you guys he is fast. Those top 4 excellent drivers, and Cobb doing a fucking fantastic job. Oh, I can't contain my excitement with this one. B-Top getting right behind Battleman as we see for the battle for 6th and 7th position. RPM holding that 5th position for a new driver is absolutely fantastic. Guys, there is a lot more action here than with our last race, so I am very excited to be seeing this. Asby is absolute monstrous exit speed there. He is catching. Lithium Fox is feeling the pressure. Will Lithium? I feel like Lithium could be making a pressure mistake here. Asby maybe activating his pressure cheat codes. Asby is dialing in the mind control right here. I just have a feeling. But Lithium Fox, will he stay strong in the face of massive pressure from that insane driver that is Asby? When you see this, I've had personal experience with it, guys. When you see Asby behind you, you are praying that he doesn't get any closer. And that's only when me and him are messing around in some games. So I can only imagine in a bit more competitive setting. Cobb falling a bit behind Getu, not making up the gap, so Cobb is doing an excellent job of not falling behind, and Asby is more than happy to not have Getu in his rearview mirror, so he is not getting mind controlled by the cheat that is pressure. Lithium Fox there. Asby does not get the chance to be it, but Asby is applying even more pressure. Fox, just stay on the track. Just stay on the track and make yourself as wide as possible, and you can be a winner here. Absolutely. The rest of the track, the rest of the field, very opened up. So this is our main view, which is excellent, as I love to watch the fight for first. It's not something we often get in Formula 1 where Max Verstappen runs away with it and we're left to look at the scraps behind. So let's see if Asby can look for a jump. Now, you'd think, oh, Asby might want to take him as fast as possible, but he has to save his resources and tires for an opportune moment, because there's still 13 minutes left in this race. So even if he gets ahead, he's still racing for 13 minutes. What an absolute excellent race going on here today. Absolute chaos. Asby, again, caught in a massive crash at the start of this. So to be in second just shows the absolute prowess of his driving ability, as he isn't applying as much pressure here onto Fox. Maybe wanting some clean runs, waiting for a moment to... You know, he put on the mind control helmet, and but Fox was just a tough nut to crack. So he's looking for it again here, as he is trying to insert himself into the booth of Lithium Fox. Yeah, that starting crash really shows you the effect of having warm tires and how much they are needed. Blue flags for Frosty, so no advantage can be taken there, as he properly got out of the way. Next up should be looping for blue flag conditions. Let's have a look at how everyone is doing. Cobb here. Yeah, Lithium is absolutely killing it. I am so happy with this outcome. But Asby he's applying that pressure. I mean, it's not like you think, oh, you just have to look ahead of you, but I can tell you right now that having someone behind you this close, Lithium is doing such an amazing job holding it together. Just absolutely fantastic. With that pressure of someone being behind you, it's hard to deal with. It's, you know, again, like I said, tailgating is bad enough. This is like tailgating times 10. You know, Asby is looking to climb through Lithium's booth so he can get ahead. But Lithium is holding extremely strong. What a fantastically focused race that Lithium is having. Especially after last race, he was my driver of the race last race, because he was in 8th position. He was in 8th position, or he qualified in 4th position, and he just got knocked back by a couple accidents, but he just tore through the entire grid, and to see him in 1st position in this race is absolutely beautiful. Cobb falling quite far behind now the top 2. So just gonna keep it on Asby here. He could throw out. Is he gonna brake late? No, he does not brake late, but he does get the position without braking late. That is surprising. An easy pass from Asby. No mistake from Lithium Fox, but Asby is just takes a fantastic line. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe just some early braking from Lithium. And yeah, as being first, that was anticlimactic, I'm gonna say. I was expecting more. But now Asby has lithium, or has Lith behind him, so I mean, now Lith's the one that gets to apply the pressure. Let's take a look. Frosty again using a joystick is it is very hard to drive with a flying joystick. Loop, a new racer, doing his best. Again, these GT3 cars, guys, super hard to control. Brunch, one of our race leaders previously, got in a massive couple accidents and seems to be out of it. Lost control on the straight and turned himself sideways going into the pits. Maybe a loss of motivation or some damage, I'm not sure. Battleman doing excellent in the middle of the pack here, looking for B-Top. B-Top just cruising his way around the track. RPM doing a fantastic job for a new racer. 5th position, extremely strong. Yeah, excellent. Getu, unfortunate for Getu. Really, he wants to be fighting for that top position, but right now he is, well, not in a position to be fighting for it. Cobb falling back, and yeah, let's go back to the what I'm excited for. I really want to see Lithium take on Asby again. Asby is extremely aggressive at defending, so who knows? Cobb might take it at the end from from a bit of an accident happening. Asby will close the door on you at every chance he gets. So I don't expect this to be easy for Lith. But keeping up with Asby excellently. Asby will not get away from him. Just a fantastic drive from Lith. Especially with being weaker in the 86 cars that we saw earlier. He takes so much speed out of those corners into that straight, but Lith is excellent in sector 2 in particular. Oh, we have B-Top facing the wrong direction. You can't park there, sir. Can't park there, sir. Brunch and Battleman gonna take advantage. I feel like, yes, you have to be fast, but you could probably get, you know, 4th or 5th, or not before, but you could get 5th or 6th position by just not crashing in this race. Battleman under blue flag conditions should get out of the way. Let's see if Lith can take advantage of this though. Okay, there we go. No advantage, no opportunity to be taken. Had to move a bit to avoid Battleman, in fact. Although he is within two tenths of Asby now. Gonna pull back a bit here though. Not really an opportunity in this part of the track to overtake. Realistically, your best chances are either getting there's the card, you're right, still there. Yeah. You want to take it down the straight where you can get that draft and overtake, or you want to do it as we did into turn 1 where you just get that undercut, go for late braking and get the position. But again, you want to avoid crashing because Cobb is 10 seconds behind, but 10 seconds can be easily lost in a crash. So oh, we have Brunch moving up past Battleman. Clean overtake. into the corner, and looks like he is going to plan to move away from Battleman. With that one, Lithium Fox again super close to Asby. Let's take a look back, see if he has an opportunity. There's some opportunity on this part of the track to overtake, but a little, maybe took a bit too much curb there. Yeah, I mean, you can see it in sector times that Lithium is catching him in sector 2 and the start of sector 3, but as we so much speed into the straight on the start finish line that it's hard to keep up for the Lambo, the Huracan of Lithium. Mercedes being fast in a straight line, I've never heard of it. Definitely didn't watch it for all those years in Formula 1. I still remember the 2022 Sao Paulo Grand Prix where Hamilton was driving a rocket ship and everyone else was driving a tractor. I could have won in that Formula 1 car. That's how fast it was in a straight line. And I can't drive for shit. Asby is so clean though. Very used to the pressure of having others behind him, so he's a tough nut to crack for Lith. But Lith is just pulling back here. Again, Asby getting that extra speed on the straight, but Lith has the advantage in these corners. 2 minutes to go in the race. There should be a chance for Lith to at least attack Asby. The rest of the field has opened up, so not too much chance there. It would be nice to see Getu getting into that podium position. I really think he deserves it. Fantastic driver is Getu. You know, this race has been much more sportsmanlike than our last race here. The first race, I feel like everyone was closing the door and crashing into everyone, but we seem to have tidied it up in this race, which I'm happy to see. Nice to see sportsman-like conduct, especially when we're not taking it overly serious. There is no prize money to be won here other than bragging rights, and Asby loves his bragging rights. I beat Asby in Ice in Trackmania, and that man went on a tear to practice all the ice tracks he could, and just so he could beat me on ice. Oh, why do you have to say that? Fernando is faster than you. Felipe. Felipe, my beloved. Felipe should have won 2008. Or 2007. Whatever. You know when McLaren was cheating and somehow Lewis kept his title? Yeah, however that works. 30 seconds to go here. Let's see if they pass the start-finish line. Yeah, let's see if they start the... When weren't they cheating? Let me just take my... let's just take a load of this intellectual property from Ferrari, guys. It's just lying around. We didn't cheat. It was just... We just found it. It was just on a USB drive. Don't worry about it. Alright, Lithium. It looks like Asby will be the winner here, unfortunately for Lithium. But what a drive from Lithium. Definitely the driver of the series here from me. Asby in first, Lithium in second. Cobb should be coming up in third here. What an amazing set of races. I am absolutely beside myself, grinning from ear to ear. My cheeks hurt from how fun this race in particular was. Cobb comes across the line to take third. Fantastic drive from Cobb, unexpected. I did not see this coming. Getu unfortunate, but I mean, fourth is still an excellent position out of the podium places, but absolutely fantastic. RPM, so much props to RPM. These GT3 cars for a new driver are so hard to drive. Like, they feel like a spaceship to drive with how difficult from a normal road car they are. So much props to RPM. Definitely just so worthy of the fifth position. So happy. Brunch on. Okay, well we have a Mexican standoff here with Cobb and Lithium Fox. Brunch has looks like was not happy with his drop back during the accident, which is understandable. But Asby with the win. Amazing. Absolutely fantastic drive from Asby, but I'm not going to give him too much props as I don't want his head getting too big. But yeah, overall winner probably goes to Asby, with Getu falling to that fourth position. Wow, that was something else. I can't wait to interview people. That's battle or cow. Yeah, cow didn't finish as. Surely enough, he got knocked around a lot, and that's fair. He also does not like this track. Let me just reply to something here. All right. Oh, Lithium, what a drive. Hasby and all the rest. Just so well done. Let's get people into the.
Oh, and we're here. Oh, everyone's being pulled. Awesome. How's it going?
How's it going, Owen?
Wait, what? Where am I?
You know, I didn't realize that the races were going to be 30 minutes each and then all the other racing. I've been driving before this event today and I am exhausted. I have not driven this much sim racing in so long.
Dude, I'm exhausted. Like, the 20-minute was fine, but the 30 minutes really started to hit me.
Yeah. And also,
By the way,
I'm talking to chat while I'm doing this.
But the freaking crash at the last race, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The big one.
Yeah.
The magic of
I'm
reverse
just running,
grid.
I just see and I just
I was lucky enough to avoid that, and then like I had a comfortable lead, and I was like, I think I was in second or third, and I was doing great. And then I'm just like, oh, I know what I do. Everyone tells me to touch grass. I should touch grass. I didn't realize they didn't mean that about cars. So I lost
Yeah,
that
no,
lead.
that's a bad thing.
All I'm saying is that you did what your chat told you to touch
I
grass.
did. It worked out.
Beautiful. Ay.
So anyone want to have a celebratory drink?
No, please, no more drinking.
I'll do it for you.
Water.
Oh, I forgot to
I'm
turn.
drinking
I
water.
forgot to turn my
I have
microphone
water.
back on. Anyway, RPM
God damn.
for a new racer.
Yes.
RPM fifth position was fantastic. Like, awesome job.
Thank you.
That was just yeah, so well done. Awesome job to everyone though. Okay, I will say the first race we had there, you guys were like everyone was crashing into everyone. That was the most unsportsmanlike shit I've seen in a while. That was there was so many
I crashed on someone in the first one, but no, yes, I did.
in that first
Are
race.
we talking
there was
GT3 or GT86?
a GT3, the first race of GT3. There
Oh.
was so many doors being closed and people getting aggressive. I was like, this is a disaster. But that second race was much better. And I'm just gonna say it now. I made this up right now, or I made this up during the race. That Lithium, you were definitely the driver of that GT3 for both races for me, because coming back to that fourth position in the first race and then keeping that second position in the second race, just oh my god, that was an amazing drive. That was a pleasure to watch.
Thank you.
And
would it make it any better to let you know that I have not driven this car before today?
that makes
Actually,
it
not
so
before
much...
qualifying.
Holy, what a race though.
Second time I drove the car.
I have not. I don't play AC, so.
Yeah.
That was
I
incredible.
mean, I sometimes do, but yeah.
One thing I want to say, the guy driving with the joystick GTR, he was so kind in letting me pass whenever I came up on him. Like the most sportsman-like thing. I like every time I come up on him, he'd move over in the perfect area where it wouldn't even affect my lap time. It was astonishing to watch.
I always try it as much as possible when I start blue flag and I look at the menu. I was like, oh yeah, no, I'll let them pass.
Yeah, there weren't too much blue flag
Yeah.
opportunities for the front
Yeah.
runners. I will say, at the start of in both races for Asby, Getu, and Brunch, fantastic job with you three. That was super entertaining, the first one, and of course there were some accidents then in the first race in particular. Asby, I was looking at Asby and I even said it, I'm like, he's waiting for an opportunity, and then yeah, the opportunity presented itself for Asby. Lithium there, you were doing such a good job making yourself wide and keeping Asby behind you. What happened down the straight there when he overtook you? Did you just brake early? Because I was thinking Asby would go for late braking, but he didn't, but he still managed to just get ahead of you. What happened there? If you can
I'm tired, and also I recognize that my ping is like 200, so I was like, I'm just gonna not risk it.
That's fair. Okay, yeah, that's honestly, that's more than fair. Like, fantastic job though again, to you and to everyone really. That was a real pleasure to watch. Getu, I was really hoping you'd catch Cobb there at some point. You know, you definitely deserve to be in those podium places. You know, you did get it in the first race, of course, but Cobb did a fantastic job keeping up with everyone. Absolutely amazing race from you. How do you feel, Cobb?
Tired, drunk.
Don't tell me so you bet me drunk.
Wait, you're
Uh,
drunk off of one like
I
shot?
haven't drink, Jordan. I haven't drink a single drop of alcohol in almost 2 months,
Oh my god.
and I
And
just got a shot of tequila.
My bad.
Jesus.
Oh my. Okay.
I'll take the blame on
Well,
that
like,
one.
I was doing great until I
Yeah,
pushed
fantastic.
too much in one lap, and I lost 9 seconds because like the guy just gave up on me. It was super fun, and I was hoping like because I saw Leith and Get to that were like much farther in front than Asby was coming from behind. I was like, I'm just gonna let Asby by and see like if they can catch all of them together and one of them makes a mistake. And I got really lucky in that sense because Get got off track and I managed to pass.
Yep.
Otherwise, I was fourth. Like I just let them go and race on themselves. I had no pace to go in the front.
Yeah. Oh, and actually going to our first place position, although they're muted, but you know, Asby, I caught that crash that happened at the start of the race with what 5 cars. So you went straight into the side of who was it? Was it B-Top, I think? I forget who it was, but you went straight into the T-boned them during that crash because there was nowhere for you to go, and you still made it to first. So awesome job on that. Yeah, but Getu, how are you feeling about your race? Probably your weakest race of the four that we did. So like, awesome job overall. But how are you feeling about this one?
Well, let me state for the record that Kunos, I hate you for making the traction control when you decrease the number, you actually increase the traction control and made me very, very slow on the exit of the corners. That's why I
Oh,
was
okay.
very slow in the
Oh,
second race. So
that's why I was
yeah,
spinning.
yeah, and well, but yeah, it was very frustrating in the second race. It was like, come on, just accelerate for once, and even Lith pull alongside me on the exit of a corner because he did have that much trying control as I went. Was like, come on, what did I do wrong? So there was like, well, and then I made the mistake, and it was like, well, let's take it home, man. It was still a fun race, especially the first one. Yeah, with the first battle with SB and Jordan. So yeah, shout out to you guys. You both were fine. So Jordan and Liv. So yeah, good
Yeah,
job, guys.
absolutely. RPM, fifth position is fantastic. Like I said, new driver. So, how do you feel about holding on to that? I was kind of waiting
Well,
for
you
you to
know,
make another mistake.
oh, thank you. I appreciate your expectations. I made my fair share of mistakes. The longer I was driving, the more tired I got.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't driven this long when really fighting for it for a very long. I've never done this, so it's been such an amazing experience. I've really enjoyed it, and the whole time, like it was great. It felt awesome to get fifth. I know that a lot of the guys ahead of me are very strong drivers, and it felt great to just be here competing. Again, this has gotten me deeper into sim racing. It's gotten me back to streaming. Um, it's been amazing. At one point, I was getting so tired and delirious. I'm like, you know what? The only way I'll be able to drive and keep going is that just tell stories. So I told the LA Speed story. I told the Lamar drunk driving story. It was the only way I could keep myself going.
Absolutely. Anyway, you can stay awake. I've had my gamer subs here to keep me awake.
There you go.
And
Yeah, it was awesome.
yeah, awesome
Big respect
job.
to all you guys putting this on. I mean, I feel like I've learned Zanvort finally, at least part of it.
God, I think I'm not gonna be red in Southport for a while.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
I'm gonna be dropping. I'll see you guys around.
take care, Cobb. Thank you
Have a
so
good one,
much for
Cobb.
showing up. That was awesome. Good job.
Bye.
Bye.
It was a pleasure racing you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Make sure you drink more.
Oh no.
Water.
Honestly,
Water.
was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan, to go to you, fantastic first race, like super strong, led for a lot of it as we took advantage of a aggressive move, let's say, that happened, and managed to clinch first. Second race there seemed a bit off, I guess. I seen you.
I got taken out.
You got taken out,
I-
and then you were coming around to the start finish line, and you went sideways on the straight. I caught it. I was like, oh no, I caster cursed him.
Nah, style points. What I mean, style points.
Style
Yeah, you're
perfect.
just exploring track limits.
No. I'm a professional, of course. I've got to make it interesting somehow. But yeah, for someone who just came out of a night shift, has not driven the car,
You
hasn't
know
driven
what?
Zandvoort in ages,
That makes a lot of
and
sense.
is someone who hasn't had any caffeine or anything, has just had water. I think I did all right.
Yeah, absolutely. That first race was amazing, and sixth position. Like, I mean, everyone's fast here, so awesome job overall. Seriously, like that.
I mean, podium people in race one
Yeah,
for GT3s. It was
exactly.
good.
That was the race one was absolutely fantastic to watch. You keep ahead of everyone and just yeah. I mean, definitely the two people who made themselves biggest on track were Lithium against Asby until they just got taken. But Getu, you're like the size of the Titanic on track. I don't know how you do it. Like, it was crazy. Uh,
I'll take it for the Nissan with which on the view mirror it's pretty big.
yeah, okay, that's fair. Battleman, good driving. How did you take it? Like, I will say, the second race, when I was rested my voice and stuff during the practice round, and I just had it on Getu just as he was going around for the 20 minutes, and I seen more people backwards than forwards. But in the last race, I didn't see as many people backwards, and you were one of the people I didn't see too many times backwards. So how did you find it? Oh,
Well, see, the only hard part is these cars are the one car I don't know. So, honestly, I was expecting to come last in this race and taking out a lot more drivers than I thought I would have,
yeah.
which I'm glad for. But yeah, I don't know how any of you keep your tires warm or take those turns as fast as you're taking them, and I need a lot more practice to figure out how on earth any of you are doing that,
Warming up me
as
tires.
I was fighting for my life. I don't know. I mean, I had low tire pressure because I thought it would give me more grip. I'd turn a little harder and I'd spin out, and then like couldn't save it. It was a rough. These last two races were
I
really
mean,
rough for me.
I've been saying it all the time, but these GT3 cars they're incredibly hard to drive. For if you had no experience with sim racing and you got on a wheel in the GT3 car, you'd spend 90% of your time looking backwards. You know, so
I know how that feels. I did that
Oh,
a
yeah.
collection of times.
yeah, exactly. You wonder why I'm not racing? It's because yeah, ain't no way. B-Top, how did you find your time on track?
Uh, it was pretty good. Uh, m- Managed my expectations.
Yeah.
Because I haven't played Assetto Corsa since COVID. I don't think so. Re-downloaded it and ran a couple test laps and didn't cause too many incidents, and so I'm pretty happy with that.
Absolutely, you should be. That was a great race from everyone. I mean, Frosty, with with a joystick, so can't blame him too much for anything like that. But didn't cause too many incidents, and I hope they had fun at least. Although 30 minutes is a long time. Loop, how did you find that?
I found it interesting, and on the second race, on the last track, the freaking carnage of cars left and right at the start was that was so
Yeah,
fun.
I think I counted like 4 or 5 cars because I was watching Asby because it was reverse grid at the back, and yeah, it's quite something.
I mean, literally, I arrive, I see a car spin, and I'm like, oh, okay, and then I just see the yellow Ferrari go upside down. I'm like, oh crap, and I just like, if it's maneuver, come on, don't hit anything, yes, which I was really proud of. But
Yep,
man, that
Kimi Räikkönen.
was one hell of a thing. But I didn't do great with GT3s because that was actually the second time I've ever used a GT3. But man, they're sensitive.
Yep, like I said, these GT3 cars, it's yeah, a lot of torque to deal with.
Yeah. Honestly, otherwise I've had a lot of fun. There was one time where me and B-Top were like going back and forth a little bit, which was really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing like some uh, you know getting someone to race with.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. I've had some good starts, but then as I progressively raced, I kind of went down. But that's just a meeting, and I had fun, so I don't
Yeah,
care.
as long as you had fun, absolutely. And you know, maybe we should just vote now to say Asby was cheating this whole time. And
Yeah, no.
Absolutely.
If
yeah,
I had
Asby's always
Asby's
cheating.
car, you know, I would have won. But obviously,
Yeah.
Asby rigged it.
Asby was actually
No.
driving
Obviously,
the
Asby has nitro.
Asby was
Yeah,
actually
he was
driving the
cheating.
2022 Mercedes F1 car.
Nah,
Yeah,
driving
yeah,
a damn Porsche 919 Evo.
Yeah, you know.
LMP1 on steroids. Well, the rest of us are driving
He was actually
push bikes.
in LMP1 car.
You know, I would say like the hardest thing about Zandvoort is like a lot of traditional circuits I've driven are all like well marked. There's braking zones. It's simple to see where you're going. Zandvoort, there's so many blind corners. You have to just trust that you're braking at the right point.
Yep.
There's kinks that you have to get right up to the grass and then brake mid turn and try and extend these corners. And it like it's so complicated with no assists. They're like that downhill right sweeper with not like I'm just trying to base it off of memory and where the Marshall stand is, and even then I'm like, oh god, we're back at this corner again. You know, it'll throw you off, it'll confuse you, and it never ceased to keep me on my toes. But I mean, I think that's the best part about this course is that you are having to do your absolute best to remember everything, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, and trying to just like keep it together.
Yeah, absolutely.
sure.
I feel like if you just didn't crash and kept like a slow pace, you still would have came like probably 5th or 6th.
That was the goal.
That was, yeah. It's hard to.
I basically